Hi all, today we are going to see some numericals on current transformer. So before proceeding to the numerical, first let us briefly revise what we have studied in lecture number 50. So then we will proceed further. So if you want to know the complete detailed derivation, you can please refer to lecture number 50. Here I am only briefly discussing about whatever things are required for our numerical. So we have seen there that the current transformer will have the primary is having a turns of N1 and secondary side number of turns is equal to N2. This CT works on the principle of MMF balance. That means primary MMF is equal to secondary MMF. So primary MMF will be equal to primary current, which is nothing but the load current, that is IP multiplied by number of turns in the primary is N1, and secondary side MMF will be N2 multiplied by IS. So this secondary is connected through some ammeter or it can be connected through some relay. So let us assume this ammeter or the relay that is having an impedance of RE plus J times of XC. That is what is represented. Voltage across that relay or the ammeter, that is equal to Vs, and the current passing through this is Is. So for this we have to add the resistance of the secondary winding and leakage reactance of the secondary winding. That gives my value of Es. So same thing I am mentioning here. So this is my secondary side current Is. This is my Vs. The angle between Vs and Is depends on the load. So this angle beta will be equal to, from the load, that means load is equal to Re and Xc, that is a burden. So beta is equal to tan inverse of Xc by Re. That gives the value of beta. So for this I have to add IsRs plus J times of IsXs. That gives my value of Es. So now coming to the current, so the secondary current is supplied by the primary. So in order to refer to the primary side, primary side will be N times of Is, that is equal to Is dash. So where this N is equal to Ns divided by Np, number of secondary turns divided by number of primary turns. So for this N times of Is, I have to add the no load component I0, which includes the magnetizing component of the current and the core loss component of current. So that component when you are adding, so this is N times of Is plus I0. This I0 is the sum of Im and Ic. That gives my value of Ip. You can see here this Ip is not equal to N times of Is. So difference between these two, that is called as the ratio error. And similarly, this IP is not coinciding with N times of Is, or IP is not exactly 180 degrees opposite to Is, but it is making some other angle. That difference is equal to theta. That is called as the phase angle. So we have seen there in lecture number 50, this is represented by ratio error. Ratio error is the nominal ratio minus actual ratio by actual ratio into 100. Or this is nothing but Kn minus R by R into 100, where the nominal ratio is the rated primary winding current divided by rated secondary winding current. And most of the cases it will be equal to N, and sometimes it may not be equal to N also. And this value of the R will be, if you are substituting, you will get it as N plus Im sin delta plus Ic cos delta divided by Is, and similarly the phase angle is given by 180 by pi into Im cos delta minus Ic sin delta divided by N times of Is in degrees. So let us take the numerical to understand this concept clearly. It is given there a current transformer of turns ratio 1:200. So the turns ratio is given. Turns ratio is given by small n is equal to Ns divided by Np. So this is equal to 200 by 1. This will be equal to 200. So then rated as 1000 by 5 amperes. So from this I can calculate the nominal ratio. So nominal ratio is equal to 1000. That means primary current divided by secondary current. So this will be equal to 200. So then it is given, the burden is also given. Burden is given as a 25 volt ampere. That is the burden. So this is the burden on the secondary side of the CT. So the core loss and the magnetizing component of the current. So core loss component of the current, that is given as 4 amperes. And the magnetizing component of the current is given as 7.5 amperes under rated conditions. Determine the phase angle and ratio error for the rated burden and rated secondary current at 0.8 power factor. So power factor is given as two cases are given, 0.8 power factor lag and 0.8 power factor lead. And it is mentioned that the rated current. So rated current means the secondary current. Secondary current is mentioned here. Rated primary by secondary current is 1000 by 5. So you have to take it as 5 amperes. So 5 amperes is my secondary current. So 5 ampere secondary current with these power factor conditions, we have to calculate the errors in two cases. And it is also mentioned there, neglect the resistance and leakage reactance of the secondary winding. So in the equivalent circuit that we have drawn, so there is Rs and Xs. So this Rs and Xs are neglected. That means this Vs will be here only. Vs will be here with phase with the Es, because this component is not there. Vs and Es will be in phase with each other. That means the delta is nothing but equal to beta only. So let us proceed further. So first part, it is taken as 0.8 power factor lag. So I am taking 0.8 power factor lagging case. So the value of delta will be equal to beta plus 0, because since the value of Rs and Xs are neglected, so that's why I am taking. So this will be equal to cos inverse of 0.8. This is what is mentioned. This is 36.87 degrees. So let us try to calculate actual transformation ratio, that is given by R is equal to N plus Im sin delta plus Ic cos delta divided by Is. So this I can substitute as N is equal to 200 plus 7.5 times of sin 36.87 plus 4 into cos 36.87 divided by, sorry, this divided by will be here only, divided by the secondary current is 5. Or this, if you calculate, this will come as 200 plus 1.54. This will be equal to 201.54. So from this I can calculate the ratio error. So the ratio error is given by Kn minus R divided by R into 100. So this will be equal to 200 minus 201.54 divided by 201.54 into 100. So this will be minus 0.764 percentage. So ratio error is obtained. So now coming to phase angle error, or it is also called as phase angle, which is given by the value beta is equal to 180 divided by pi. This will be multiplied by Im cos delta minus Ic sin delta divided by N times of Is. So this is the formula for this one. So this will be equal to 180 by pi into Im is 7.5 and cos delta is 0.8 minus 4 into 0.6. This will be divided by N is 200 multiplied by 5. So this, if you calculate, this will be equal to 0.206 degrees. So you can see that this angle is coming in degrees, but when the value of the degrees is very small, generally they are represented in minutes in some books. If you want to convert this to minutes, what you have to do, you have to multiply with 60. So 0.206, this will be multiplied by 60. There will be 60 minutes for each degree. So that is what is mentioned. So 12.36. 12.36. So this is in minutes. So remember this is in minutes. So sometimes they are represented in seconds also of the degrees. So if you are confusing, you can leave it, or if you already have idea, you can follow this one. So now coming to the second part. So second part, it is asked 0.8 power factor leading case. So 0.8 power factor leading case, again delta will be equal to, it is leading. So leading means, you can see here, again I am going back to the phasor diagram. So leading case, the current Is is leading Vs. That means this beta, whatever is there, this beta will come to this side. So this beta will come to this side. Agree with me? When it is coming to this side, because this side we are representing by positive, when the beta is in the another side, we have to represent by the negative. You agree with me? So that's why we have to take it as negative. We have to take that value as beta as negative. So this will be cos inverse of 0.8. We have to take as minus. So this will be minus 36.87 degrees. So it will be taken as opposite. So now the actual transformation ratio will be N plus Im sin delta plus Ic cos delta divided by Is. So here, wherever the angle delta is there, you have to substitute the negative angle if it is leading. If it is positive angle, you have to substitute plus. Remaining things will be same only. So here, this will be equal to 200 plus 7.5 into sine of minus 36.87 plus Ic into the value of Ic is nothing but 4 into cos of minus 36.87 divided by the secondary current is given by 5 amperes. So when you are calculating this one, you will get it as 199.74, because this overall value when you calculate, sine of minus 36.87 becomes a negative. So that's why overall value becomes minus 200 minus something. So it will be 199.74. So from this I can calculate my ratio error. This ratio error is equal to Kn minus R divided by R into 100. So this will be Kn is equal to 200 minus the actual transformation ratio is 199.74 divided by 199.74 into 100. So this will be equal to 0.13%. So ratio error is obtained. So now we have to calculate the phase angle error. So phase angle error, which is given by the beta, is equal to 180 by pi into Im cos delta minus IC sin delta divided by n times of Is. So this will be equal to 180 divided by pi into Im is 7.5 into 0.8 minus 4 times of sin delta, because we have to take the minus, so it will become minus 0.6 if we substitute, divided by n times of Is. N is equal to 200, so this will be multiplied by 5. So this, if you calculate, it will be equal to 0.48 degrees, or this is nothing but when you multiply with 60, it will be 28.88 in minutes. So this way we have to calculate. So I hope this topic is clear to you. I am sorry because outside disturbance is more, because today is Diwali. So now coming to example number 2. So to consider the much more complex case, because we have neglected the secondary side resistance and leakage reactance, but practically that will also be there. So that's why, so taking the second example, a 1000 by 5 volts 50 edge current transformer has a bar primary and a rated burden of 12.5 volt amperes. This secondary winding has 196 turns and a leakage inductance of 0.96 millihenry with a purely resistive burden at rated full load. The magnetization MMF is 16 amperes and the loss excitation and the core loss, sorry, this is, I forget to write, this is core loss excitation requires 12 amperes. Find the ratio and phase angle errors. So this came in RTU, Rajasthan Technical University, in 2004 and 5. So again, I told you, whenever the numerical is given, you have note down the given data. So it is mentioned there 1000 by 5 amperes. Current ratio will be nominal ratio. That means it is equal to 1000 by 5, which is equal to 200. And here you can see the turns ratio is not matching with the nominal ratio. So here it is mentioned has a bar primary. Bar primary means it will be a single turn primary, and secondary side it is mentioned 196 turns. So that's why the turns ratio is 196 by 1, that is equal to 196. And then it is mentioned there the secondary side leakage inductance is equal to 0.96 millihenry. So this is 0.96 millihenry, and the burden is also mentioned there 12.5 volt ampere. Same thing I have noted down here. So when the inductance is given, I can calculate the reactance. Reactance is equal to 2 pi FL. When you substitute, you will get it as 0.3 ohms. After that, it is mentioned that the secondary current is equal to 5 amperes and the magnetizing component is mentioned as 16 amperes and the core loss component they have mentioned as 12 amperes. So from this, I can calculate my rated secondary voltage. Rated secondary voltage will be equal to rated burden divided by secondary. Rated burden, it is mentioned 12.5 volt ampere. This is 12.5 divided by 5. That gives the value of the rated secondary voltage, which is equal to 2.5 volts. Now, secondary impedance is given by ZS is equal to secondary voltage divided by current. Agree with me that secondary voltage divided by current is 2.5 divided by 5. This will be equal to 0.5 ohms. So we got the impedance. So we know the impedance. So now we have to calculate that secondary side circuit phase angle, because we know in the impedance diagram will be drawn like this. This is R, this is X, and this is Z, and here in this case this is my angle delta. So this delta can be obtained by tan inverse of opposite. So tan inverse of opposite by adjacent, that means tan inverse of X by R, or otherwise, because we know Z, we don't know the value of R, so this I can write as sine inverse of opposite by the hypotenuse. So that's why it is sine inverse of XS divided by ZS. This will be sine inverse of 0.3 divided by 0.5. This is equal to 36.87 degrees. So now the actual transformation ratio is N plus Im sin delta plus Ic cos delta divided by Is. So that will be 196 plus 16 times of 0.6 because sin delta is 0.6. So obviously cos delta will be 0.8 because this is 36.87 degrees. You can substitute 12 times of 0.8 divided by 5. This will be equal to 199.84. So from this I can calculate my ratio error will be equal to Kn minus R divided by R into 100. So Kn is equal to 200 minus 199.84 divided by 199.84 into 100. This will be 0.08 percentage. Similarly, phase angle error will be equal to 180 by pi into Im cos delta minus Ic sin delta divided by n times of Is. So this will be 180 by pi into Im cos delta, that is 16 times of 0.8, minus Ic is 12 times of sin delta is 0.6, divided by 196 into pi. This will be equal to 0.327 degrees, or you can multiply with 60 to get it in minutes, that is 19.64 minutes. So in this way you have to analyze. So I hope how to solve the numericals based on the current transformer are completely clear to you. So if you still have any queries, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. I will answer to your queries from there. Thank you. Thank you very much.